Morning guys, it's Monday. So little Liam's just eating his toast because we're late out the door and he's got his residential to be going on today. So are you excited? Yeah. He had a bit of a ding dong because I was like, you just need to go in normal clothes, and he's like, no, I need to go in my uniform. So he did bring his jumper because he was really worried about coming in clothes, weren't you, darling? But then when we pulled up, there was other people just in plain clothes, and I was like, see, I told you, take off your jumper. So he's just taking it off because it said nothing on the letter, absolutely nothing about whether or not they needed to arrive at school in school uniform. Like, the letter of the things he needed was really basic, and luckily we go away, well, the boys go away with Cubs all the time, so they know everything that they need. This isn't your first go at this, is it? So Ollie's going to school. You're going to miss your brother. You're going to miss Liam. Cameron's at home because he's not got school. And then we won't see Liam for 4 days. 4 days. So you need to hurry up and eat that toast so we can go and take you. You should see the size of his bag. I think I actually put a clip in last week's video. It's bigger than he is. It's Danny's bag. I'm going to go drop these off. How big is that bag? It's as big as Ollie almost. And you got your teddies. Yep. He's got 2 bags.
Actually, 3.
Are you going to put it on your shoulders or do you want me to carry it?
3.
Okay. So I put the 2 big pots either side of my back door. I have an old foot scrape thing that I got in a charity shop years ago. It's really heavy, it's cast iron. But I just put ferns in here. I only actually had 1 fern, so I took it out the pot and I broke it in half, making sure that both parts had a significant amount of root, and they'll be absolutely fine. It's easy to just break plants up. So this fern is a purple lace, so as it grows it's quite purpley. You can't really see here, but I suppose you can a little bit. That's a bit purple. The one I have at the bottom of the garden is really purple. This will get quite big, and hello, she's hot. It's really hot out here. I think I'm going to put some annuals, maybe some pansies, because it's quite a shaded area in this part of the garden. Hello. So I want something there. Oh, is it warm? But yeah, I really like how they turned out. Yeah, I can't wait for them to grow. Like I said, it's a really shady spot here with the house. So no. Oh, she's a good girl. Yeah. What's that? Mummy's going to go get Ollie because Liam's away. Oh, she's a good girl. So yeah, I'm going to go do that now. But I'm really happy how these turned out. I want to love ya and treat you right. I was just listening to music, that's why. Cameron's all in the garden. Cameron's been moping all day today, haven't you, babe?
Yeah. Bored.
So sad. So sad. He's been like a lost sheep. So he's watering my garden for me. Because he's a good boy. I'm going to go and have a bath. Football starts at 7.
I don't like football.
Daddy does. Hi guys, it's Tuesday. So it's just me and Ollie. Where's Liam?
We got a name.
You forgot the name. He's at a residential. He's with school, isn't he?
Yeah.
You missing him? He's like, just 1 more day. I was like, no, not really. He's there till Thursday.
3 more.
Well, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. He's back Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in school this morning. And Cameron is at college today, which is so good because I have to say, yesterday he was moping around like I couldn't believe it. I even messaged Jack's mum and said, how's Jack? Because it's day 1 and I don't even think it's boredom, because I mean, when they have school holidays and they have a week off and 2 weeks off, Cameron's fine. I think it's more mentally inside his own head. That's what's the problem is. It's not necessarily him having a day off. I mean, every week you have a weekend off. It's, you know what I mean? It's not the actual having a day off. It's just the, what do I do now? So he's walking around the house just moping, not knowing what to do with himself. It was so sad. So I'm going to have to give him a goal or something to work towards. And I mean, you think about it, he had college today, so it was just 1 day and he's moping around, bless him. So tomorrow I spoke to Jack's mum, and I said tomorrow that he can go round there. They like to play Dungeons and Dragons. There's a bunch of them, and they're a proper set of geeks, and I love it. And they play like board games together and stuff like that. It's so sweet. So yeah, he's going to go round Jack's tomorrow and play Dungeons and Dragons with his friends. So hopefully that gives him something to look forward to. But as a long-term plan, I need to think of something, because yeah, either he needs a little summer job or he needs another hobby, because like you guys know, I've not allowed him to play on technology for a long time at this point, like a good couple of months. So I was like, no, focus on your, like, he can use his computer and his phone for calling and texting and researching and stuff like that, but nothing sort of, I'm not having him wasting his time, or I wasn't having him wasting his time when he could be studying. So I'm like, well, now you can go back on technology. And yesterday he was still moping around like, I don't really want to. I was like, what, you don't want to play your computer? Like, you don't want to play the Xbox? He's like, no, I don't particularly want to. He was just moping around. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, bless him. You saying hello, Ollie?
Yeah.
Yeah, good boy. We're going to go to school?
Yeah. Me even like board games.
You like board games? We do like board games, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to play one when we get in?
Yeah.
We can play Snakes and Ladders or something.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Or Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, Mummy don't really know how to play Dungeons and
Me can
Dragons.
teach you.
You're going to teach me?
Yeah.
Okay. I know Cameron tried to teach you, didn't he?
Yeah, now me know.
And now you know. Okay, that's good. Okay, well, I'll catch up with you guys later. Hey guys, I just left school, so it's like 12:30, and look who I have.
Hello.
I have Ollie, because Ollie has ringworm.
Yeah.
He has a sore leg. He showed Danny, and Danny gave him some medicine, and he did say, ow, my leg, and I thought maybe he'd bashed it. I didn't realise. And then the teacher come in to me and was like, oh, do you know Ollie's, got a sore leg? I said, yeah, he mentioned he had a sore leg. And she went, have you seen it? And I was like, oh, he showed Danny. And they're like, yeah, no, it's ringworm, you have to take him home. So now I need to go to the doctor, but it's 12:30, so I think the doctor's closed for lunch. I might be worth just going to a pharmacy and just paying for the cream if they will allow me to, and if you don't have to have it on prescription, because as much as it's free to get it on prescription, trying to get an appointment with the doctor is awful. Like, you have to ring at 8:30 in the morning to try and get an appointment for that day, which isn't even guaranteed. Like, and then you end up waiting around the doctors for hours. So it may just be worth me buying the cream if I'm allowed to buy the cream. Oh my god, so I don't know if Ollie's going to even be allowed to go to school tomorrow, which means I won't be able to go to school tomorrow. And my teacher asked me if I will go on the school trip with our class on the 29th, and then I'm on Ollie's school trip on the 27th as well. So I'm going on all the school trips, which will be really fun. So yeah, I'm just going to try and head to the doctor's now. But yeah, there you go. That's my morning.
Goodbye.
Did you do it on purpose, Ollie? To get some time off school?
I literally just born there.
It just was there.
Yeah, just born there.
It borned there.
Yeah.
It just appeared, did it?
Yeah, at night time it just
I don't even know how he's managed to catch that, because they're saying it's highly contagious. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't come near me, contagious child. I'm joking. I can love you from a distance. You meant to wear your uniform at college today?
Yeah, I wore my uniform in college, and
Was everyone else wearing the uniform?
yeah, everyone else wore.
Oh, that's good then. Look what Cameron just made at college. Pizza. And he's home super early, and I don't even have to go back out.
No.
Yes. You should have called me though, because I could have come and pick you up.
Nah.
You wanted to walk.
Yeah, I'll walk.
Well, go get changed, get your uniform off, and then we've got all the afternoon together.
Slice a piece each.
Slice of pizza. Yum yum.
no,
You don't want any?
no, because we are like
Pizza.
onions on it.
You can pick the onions off, it's not a problem. Hey guys, so I'm just pruning my roses. This is a blue moon rose. It's really pretty. This one's actually starting to go now. A couple I have taken off. This one up here is just starting to bloom, and then I do have a couple of buds on this one. I just cleared out and took what was dead off of it, and I'm gonna move on to the next one. So as you can see, this is dead, this one here, so I'm gonna go in and cut this off. Just take a cut there. As you can see, there's a couple of blooms that are coming there. I'm just gonna tidy it up and keep it in shape. I also have some lavender at the base, and I'm hoping once this fills in, it will stop it looking so sticky, if that's even a word, but so bare at the bottom. So it's like a row of lavender and then roses on top of it. So once this all fills in, I think it'd be really pretty. Just coming back to this rose bush to sort of try and explain myself. I don't know if I'm explaining myself. This here is old wood. It's solid, it's fine. This one here, if you can see, it's like a reddy purpley colour. This is a brand new shoot that's coming up, and this will be the one that is susceptible to damage when the frost comes. So you don't want to, as you cut, you're encouraging new growth, so you don't want to do that too late in the season and encourage growth that will then be vulnerable to the frost. So this one's fine. I'm not sure if I'll keep it exactly here or if I may keep that one and then end up getting rid of this one, because obviously these stalks are very both close together, and I kind of want to keep it in a good shape. I don't want this one getting in the way of this one, so I quite like this one, but we'll just see. I'm hoping another one might grow here and just fill in this gap a bit. We'll see. Ollie, come here, babe.
Yeah.
Smell Mummy's rose.
Ooh.
Smells beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does smell beautiful. So I am going to cut this one off just because it's done its thing, and I need to get it off to encourage new growth, because otherwise this is just going to be pushing more energy, which will just create it to seed. I don't want it to seed. I want new blooms. So when you take off the old roses, let me just put them down. You want to count back the leaves, and you want to go to the first set of leaves that has 5. So Ollie, how many does this one have on here? How many leaves?
1,
1, 2,
3.
So not that one. How many is on this one? How many is on this one?
3.
3, so not that one. How many is on this one?
None.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you want to go back to a 5. If you cut it at a 3, then it will continue to grow, but you're not going to get the flower. So you want to cut it back to a 5. Also, whichever way the leaf is facing is how it's going to grow. So ideally, when you want to shape it, I do want this to grow that way. So I am going to cut it to this junction here. Does that make sense? I don't think it's even called a junction, but if you see what I mean. So basically, don't cut it back on a 3 leaf, go to a 5 and cut it. So if it was basically the 5 leaf was this side, like this one, it would grow this way. You kind of don't want it coming back in on itself. You want it to flower out so air circulates. I'm hoping I'm making sense at this point. So I'm going to take an angled cut just there, and then it will continue to grow that way, which is what I want. It's really sad to cut off the roses, but it's going all brown and stuff, and it will encourage new growth. So it's actually a good time of year to cut your roses back, because they've had their sort of spring bloom, and then you're cutting back so that you get a second summer bloom, but you don't want to cut back too late in the year, because the soft new growth that's coming in, you kind of need that to harden before the season progresses and autumn comes in, because if the frost comes and you've still got fresh growth, you potentially cause a problem for yourself. You then need to leave it at that point and wait until you're in November to then start making more cuttings of anything that's dead or misshapen. You don't want to be cutting it until you can cut it now, but you can't cut it again until it's dormant, if that makes sense. So if you've got roses that you want to trim back, now's a good time to give them a real good trim back, and they have time to recover before the autumn sets in. Does that make sense? So yeah, and cutting them back really does help encourage new growth, and really does help them have more fresh blooms and have the shape that you want, and stop them all being leggy and stuff like that. So yeah, in case she was interested, I'm in the garden pottering around, taking cuttings of things, deadheading things. I can see a little pansy that's looking a bit sorry for itself here, so I'm just going to deadhead this while I'm here. So this one here is all limp, so I'm going to pinch it. Pinch that, chuck that away. When it starts to look a little bit sorry for itself, just pinch it at the base, throw it out, and that will encourage new growth as well. So it's a busy time in the garden to be pottering and deadheading things, for sure. Go for a 6. Let's go for a 6. Oh. 1. I'm not very good at this. If I get 1 again, I can go up the ladder.
Oh.
Go on then. I think Pixie wants to play.
I just want to kick the ball.
Go on, throw the dice. What did you get?
3.
Go on then.
What?
1. No, don't cheat. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Lou. Ready, my turn. What did I get? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! Up the ladder.
Why you not let me?
Because you didn't do it. It's not me, it's the dice. That's how you play. Are you enjoying that apple?
Yes.
Yes. Go on, your turn. Parking sensors is fixed. And done at the weekend. So we are on our way to school. It's Wednesday. So Ollie got sent home from school yesterday because he had ringworm, didn't he? So then I went to the doctor, who sent me to the pharmacist, who said that the pharmacist will just give me stuff. Then I went, thank you. I went to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist said, no, we don't do that anymore. You have to go get like a prescription. So I went back to the doctor, and the doctor said, I've got no appointments, but I can do a call back, you know, like they did for mastitis. I'll do a call back where the doctor can call you. And I said, okay then. So this was like at midday. 5 o'clock that evening, the doctor called me, so that's 5 hours later, saying that he won't give me a prescription because he has to see Ollie before he will issue out a prescription, but he doesn't have any appointments available to me. I was like, right. And then he said, so just go back to the pharmacy and lie and say that you have thrush, and just use that cream on him. It's fine, it's practically the same thing. And I was like, what? Seriously? I was so annoyed by that. One, and I was talking to Danny, and he completely agrees. He's a public sector worker. He should not be telling, you know, people to lie. That's so out of order. Imagine if Danny at work as a police officer said to people, if you just lie, no, he could lose his job for doing that. You can't say that. You can't encourage people to lie. So I was like, I don't believe this. So yeah, and I said, not only that, like with ringworm, it's not something where you apply it once and it's gone. It's going to take a couple of weeks to get rid of. Now, thrush cream is really expensive. You get a silly little tube like that big, and it's, you know, it's quite expensive. I said, that's going to cost me a fortune. And he's under the age of 16. He's entitled to free prescriptions. He's entitled to have free healthcare. Not being told to lie to a pharmacist and apply expensive cream for thrush that he doesn't have thrush. It's practically the same thing anyway. I was so annoyed. So I'm almost tempted to put in a complaint. on those grounds, because that's bang out of order. But I don't want to get him into serious trouble. But then again, just go to a pharmacy and lie? No, that's not right. I'm unsure. So I ended up just put the phone down on the doctor and said thank you for completely not helping me, goodbye, and just hanging up. Which is ridiculous, I know, but so frustrating. So anyway, I went back to the pharmacy and I told the pharmacy the doctor told me to come in and lie and say that I have thrush because he has no appointment, so he can't see me. And the pharmacy said you can use, he gave me a tube of antifungal cream, and he said if I give you one from out the back, it's like a non-label, it's only a couple of quid, whereas if you buy like antifungal cream at the front of the shop, it could be quite expensive. So I bought that, and he said try that for a couple of weeks, and it should be gone. If you don't see improvement in a week, then go back to your doctor. I was like, really? And he said, or go up to like a walk-in centre or somewhere like that and explain what's happened to them. But you should see an improvement after a few days. It should be a big improvement over a week. If it's not gone in 2 weeks, go back. And I was like, okay. So all's well that ends well. But still, I was annoyed. I was so annoyed. Unbelievably annoyed. So yeah, even though the school said that he weren't meant to come into school, again, the doctor says that there's no reason for him not to come to school. So I'm going to take him in and say it's on the back of his leg, as long as there's no skin-to-skin contact, everyone is fine. And hopefully they won't send him back home. We shall see. I'm going to go in now. I'm going to go in early so I get to talk to him for a bit. So I'm going to get off and go into school. I'll see you later. So Cameron's round his friend's house this afternoon, which is really nice, and I'm just pottering around in the garden. I just done a quick clean up of the pond. I emptied 10% of the water out and I'm just filling it back in because it's really dirty, so I'm hoping that that will help. Now I am going to seed some of my lawn. Some parts of my garden are quite shady, so I have some shady seeds. And I'm just going to put them where the man cave and the fence create shade into the garden, and I always have problems with the grass being a bit sparse in those areas, so I'm just going to put this down and then make sure I give the grass a good old watering over the next few days to make sure that they sow. Because a lot of the garden's actually in full sun, but it's just those two spots that aren't, and you really notice within the grass. So I'm gonna just spread that on now. I'm hoping the birds don't eat it all. I was just gonna take my cuttings from yesterday and put them in the compost heap, and then I thought I might try and take a couple of the canes and put them in some water and see if I can't get them to root and create a couple more rose bushes. So I've kept them quite short, and it's worth a try. I'm going to see if I can't try and root these. I'll let you know how we get on. Hey guys, it's Thursday. I'm just leaving school now. Had a wonderful day. I need to go in next week Friday on a school trip, and my teacher did say to me, if you want you can have like Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday off to make up for me going in all day Friday. And at the time I was like, yeah, no, that's fine, don't worry, I'll still come in. And then Danny tells me that he's booked a week off work next week because he has holiday that he's not yet taken, so he just wants to take it as it's there, because you kind of have to take your holiday, and lots of people like to take their holiday in sort of half terms and 6 weeks holiday and stuff like that, so it's harder to get time off work. It's not like he can just have time off whenever he wants because they have minimum staffing levels, so it's whoever puts their form in first basically gets those specific dates off, and then you kind of have to work from that. And even before now, when we had the riots, the London riots, we were on holiday. Me and Danny were actually on holiday, and he got called back off of holiday to go to work, because if anything serious happens, obviously if he was abroad, they wouldn't be able to call you back from abroad, but they called him off holiday. And it was quite funny because luckily we weren't too far out, and we were on a caravan park, so he literally would get up in the morning, go to work while me and the boys and my brother came with me, and my late sister-in-law and their little girl came with us. So it was just like we spent the day together, and then when Danny had finished in the evening, he would then, instead of going home, he'd come back to the holiday park. And then obviously, you know, we weren't drinking or anything, but at least we got to spend some of our holiday together. You wouldn't think that would happen, but if serious stuff happens, that's kind of what happens. So yeah, it's quite like a long winded way, but yeah, it's quite hard to take holiday with staffing levels. So he has next week off, and then I'm in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm in all day Wednesday and all day Friday because I've got 2 school trips to do. So my teacher went in this morning, so I haven't actually seen her to be able to say, actually, I'm going to take the Tuesday off so I can actually spend some time with my husband because he's off work. But she weren't in, so I may email her and just say I might take you up on the offer and not come in Tuesday, so at least I get to spend Monday, Tuesday with Danny. Well, I'll have the weekend and then Monday, Tuesday, and then be in school, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think that's pretty fair. So yeah, Liam's home today, which I'm really, really happy about, because I've missed him so much. And the thing is, in one way you'd think he's really quiet, so it's not like when Cameron goes away or Ollie is away, like if he's at school, the house is so quiet. But because Liam is so quiet anyway, it's not like the house is quiet regardless. Liam makes no noise, he's such a quiet soul. But it does feel like there's a jigsaw piece missing out of our jigsaw puzzle at this point. That's kind of how it feels with him not being home. But I can't wait for him to come home and hear how his residential trip went. Go on, you can cross. Oh, that kid's so cute. Because as well as he likes to go away with the cubs, and he's very used to going away. Oh, big van, let me pull in. Oh my gosh, he didn't even say thank you, and it's my right of way, and I pulled in to let the big van through. How rude. Just don't like rude people. Hey, so I just fancy making some cookies. I really fancy some coconut cookies. So I've got some desiccated coconut. It's really weird that it's called desiccated.
Yeah.
Reminds me. And then I've also got half a pack of cranberries, so I'm going to throw them in as well. Ooh, tasty. Cranberries. So I've got my butter. The recipe that I follow is just really simple. It's really easy. 2 cups flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar, although that's really sweet, so in honesty I'll pretty much half that and just put like half a cup of brown and half a cup of white. But this was like the original recipe when I first wrote it down. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 egg and a cup of chocolate chips, but I'm going to replace the chocolate chips with the coconut and the cranberries. So if you want to get me a cup out, darling, and do, let me get the sugar, flour.
Is it plain flour?
Yeah, plain flour. So babe, today
Playing outside.
you've been bored?
Yeah. Vanilla.
You've been so bored. Been playing with the dog?
Yeah. No.
I'm going to get one of those mixers. So when I make
Electric mixer?
Yeah, like a proper electric mixer. Because this is our great mixer, especially when we make pizza. What are you looking for, darling? Vanilla extract? It's in here with all my baking stuff.
Oh, so it's all in there.
Yeah.
What's in? Flour.
Do you want to do the egg?
Yeah, do it.
Probably should mix the dry ingredients together first, no. Wash your hands after you've touched raw egg. That's it. So easy. I need some more vanilla extract. I'm gonna go shopping.
Oh,
Do you want to mix that for me, my dear?
Yep.
Gum syrup in it as well. Yes. Let's add all the sweet things. Do I want to add all these? Just some.
How much is there?
Alright. Coconut. I don't think Ollie likes coconut, does he?
No, he doesn't.
I wonder if he'll like it though because it's a cookie. What do you reckon?
I don't know.
We'll soon find out when he gets home. And then I'm just gonna... Smells so good. Smells so good. So here's what they're looking like. I've still got one batch in the oven still cooking. Cameron? I could have added more coconut in it. You taste the coconut? Slightly. The cranberry tastes well good. It tastes really good.
Yeah,
I think we should make like Oreo ones or something. I think like just crush up loads of Oreos and chuck them in.
Experimental food.
Yeah, just put anything in it, really. We've got like half an hour. We have to get the boys.
Okay.
Have you seen Liam? Yay! You missed him.
Yeah, definitely.
Wrong way. I'm thinking of the other car. He's telling me to walk. He's saying, move. Start walking. Wonder what I wanted. Oh, thank you for pulling the bins in.
Oh, yeah.
The brown bin and stuff. I really appreciate that. Listen, tomorrow I've got Sherry coming round to have her hair done in the morning. So when you come downstairs, if you're not up by the time I leave, when you come downstairs, get dressed, okay? Don't come down in your pyjamas. Also, because you've no longer got school or college, I was thinking, do you want your hair dyed again?
Yes, definitely.
Do you want me to do that tonight? Or when do you want it done?
Yeah, tonight.
Do you want it done tonight?
Yes, please.
What colour do you want it?
Green.
Green. Okay. We'll do that tonight. Because, yeah, tomorrow Sherry's coming in the day, and then at 4 o'clock I've got a couple of people coming around to have their hair cut as well. So yeah, busy day. Liam! Great!
Excellent.
Ollie, what did you just say, babe, to Liam?
We love Liam with my heart.
You love Liam with your heart. And he also said, I missed you with my heart. He's so cute. So you had fun?
Yep.
Good.
Somebody please.
We missed you. We missed
I
you.
missed you so much too.
Oh, you're looking forward to having Mummy's dinners.
Yeah.
What did you eat?
I don't know.
What did you have for dinner, Liam?
All different types of things.
Like what? Tell me one of them.
Oh yeah, the pasta.
Pasta. You had pasta.
And
Lovely.
pasta and garlic bread.
Pasta and garlic bread.
You had in yourself? Yeah, only a little bit.
And what did you? What's on your lap?
Oh, these are the targets. What I
Show me.
with the rifle ship.
Oh.
Oh God! This is the second one. This is the first one,
Oh, you done good.
and I hit here twice. On this one.
Oh, that's good. That is. Fantastic. I know you're tired, but you've got cubs tonight as well. So another late night for you. You've been going to bed really late?
Only about 9 to 10.
So quite late. Quite late. Ollie's missed you so much.
Yes,
Okay, let's go home then.
yeah.
I've put the blonde highlights in. It's still wet, so you can only see like a few of them. And now I'm going to put on the green. And the green that I'm using is the spring green from Directions. Sure, I don't want to keep blonde. It looks good blonde.
No, I want green.
You want green? Cool. Danny drives the car, I have to adjust everything. Can't reach the pedals. To school we go. Morning guys, it's Friday, so I'm off on the school run. It's 8:30, so we're a little late. Good. But there you go. Thank you. Putting that cream on this morning, sun cream on, you know, you have to do those extra things that just take up those few extra minutes that add up, I think. I don't know. But yeah, you're looking forward to going back to school, Liam? Yeah. I think today your class isn't even doing any learning today, babe. It's just a fun day today, I think. I think that's what I was told. So yeah, it's not like you're going to be doing a lot of studying. Meeting Sherry up at the school because I'm doing her hair this morning, so I'll be spending the day with her, which will be lovely, but it does mean I probably won't get anything productive done because I'll just be sitting around chit-wagging with her. so yeah, normally on a Friday I kind of like to get the house clean ready for the weekend, but yeah, I won't be today. And then 4 o'clock I've got someone else coming around to have their haircut. Well, I'm having someone else and then their 2 kids come around to have their haircut. And then this weekend, I don't know what we're up to. I did look at some festivals because obviously it's the beginning of Litha, and that basically means that it's midsummer because it was the summer solstice yesterday. So there should be some festivals around that. So if there is any that's quite close to me, I mean, I don't mind driving out. You know, an hour's drive's not the worst thing in the world, but no more than that. If you notice, I've got my hair down. Generally during the week I'm always got my hair up, and that's because I'm in the school because of the knits, and I don't want to catch knits. So I just generally have it in a bun all the time, which isn't the greatest. It's not the greatest look, is it? But it's better than catching knits. So yeah, my hair's down because I can have it down. It's Friday. It's Friday, Ollie. It's meatballs. Not just any meatballs.
Yeah.
Letty's meatballs. Meatballs that have cheese in it. It's Friday.
No onions in it?
I'm gonna have to look back at the recipe, but I don't think she puts onions in her meatballs. Ollie don't like onions. I normally put onions in my meatballs. I'll have to look at the recipe. You don't like onions, do you?
No.
But onions are so good for you.
Well, before me,
Ollie, come here, darling. Come on, me. When they wake up, their hair's like ping, isn't it?
yeah.
So what does Mummy do to get your hair nice and flat? What do I do?
I got. No.
I go with all the water,
Yeah.
and then I brush it all down. And his hair, he's got loads of like cow's licks, and he's got like a triple crown, so his hair grows really weirdly.
Yeah, that's how my.
Your glasses are dirty. Come here. I don't even know how you can see through them. They're so dirty.
We can see.
Can you?
Yeah.
That's good.
We do can see.
You looking forward to school? No, but it's Friday. Friday's your best day. Friday is fish and chip day.
Oh.
And then we got the whole weekend.
Yay.
We got the weekend.
We like weekend.
And tomorrow, I think for dinner, unless we're out all day and we don't have time, we'll probably have a barbecue. Morning guys, it's Saturday, so I'm just by the pond and I'm gonna feed the fish. I am dressed. It probably looks like I'm not, but I'm wearing one of those low tops. Just because I've got so many different lines from the sun and I want to even it out. I'm not sure what we're going to do today. I kind of just want to hang out at home and just spend some time in the garden, but there's a festival that's on today that I was interested in going to. It's a midsummer festival and it's got like a dog show, and I could take Pixie with us and stuff, but it's over an hour away, and at this point I'm not sure, this early in the morning, I'm not sure if I actually want to travel all that way, or if we should just go to like a local beach or go to a park with the dog. I'm not sure at this point. I do want to get some mulch over the weekend to finish off this garden area. I've got a bit where it just stops, and I want to get some more from the bottom of the drive as well. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a scorching day, and we'll see what today brings. So we decided not to go to the festival. I just didn't fancy it. I didn't want to like travel an hour out, and it's really hot. I just wanted a family day at home. So we just popped to B&Q and I got some more mulch so I can finish mulching the bit of the garden that I want to mulch. And then we've popped to Tesco's. I'm waiting in the car. Danny's just gone in to get some rolls so we can have a barbecue later. We may do something tomorrow. Maybe I have looked online to see if there's any sort of splash parks around our local area that I could take the kids to, or maybe go to the beach tomorrow, have a more relaxing Sunday. But as for today, it's really hot and I just want to relax in my garden and potter about and have a family day at home, because I really do like being at home with the family, but I also want to make memories, so I'm trying to find the balance. I think I'll probably just go out tomorrow. So I couldn't get the small bark, they had none in, so I just got the large because the next B&Q is miles away. So I'm hoping it's not a huge difference, but as it's going to be sort of around the pond and behind the pond, I don't think you're really going to see it much anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna do this now. Ollie, what's Daddy doing?
I don't know.
He's cleaning the pool.
Oh yeah, Daddy told me that.
Yeah, except for he's used one of my new good pillows that I got from Dunham to use as like a filter. And look how green it's going.
Oh, my hold
You
it.
do the dust challenge.
Don't.
Can you believe he did that?
Oh.
Can you believe Daddy did that? And then I've been in the secret garden area. I've watered it all down. I've planted loads more in here, and I created this little bouquet out of my pinks that were looking a bit past their best. So I clipped it back. That should encourage new growth. And then yeah, I've just put it on my table because I think it looks really pretty. Mummy moved some rocks. So yeah, been planting in here.
Now we've been trapped by these rocks.
Morning guys, it's Sunday. So me and Danny spoke last night and said, oh, you know, we'll get up early and go to the car boot. Of course we didn't. We got up really late this morning. We woke up at like 10 o'clock. Excuse my morning hair. I go to bed with my hair in a bun, and then this is how I wake up. So yeah, I've just come into the garden to have a cup of coffee and feed the fish. That's what I normally do in the mornings when I ain't got to rush out and do the school run. Like I said, Danny's off next week, so Monday, tomorrow, I don't have to do the school run. Yes. I get a nice lay-in, and then me and Danny and Cameron get to spend the day together, which will be really cool. I do want to do something today. Like I said, I even want to go to like a splash park or maybe go to the beach. I want to do something today. Yesterday we were going to go out, and then I don't fancy it. I just want to spend time at home and potter around in the garden. But today I want to go out. So we're just gonna, obviously I'm still in my pyjamas. I'm gonna get dressed, gonna get ready, gonna make a pack up, and we're gonna venture out. So let's see what we get up to today. What do you say?
Where are we going?
It's a surprise. It's a surprise. You looking forward to it?
Yeah.
You got your new hat on. You wanted one just like Daddy and like Liam, but in red.
Yeah.
So that came. And look how handsome you look. You got red trousers, a brown top with red in it, and a red hat. You look so smart.
Blue glasses.
And blue glasses. We're not changing your glasses, are we?
And yellow. That one.
It's got a little bit of yellow in it.
Yeah. Batman.
Batman. We're gonna go out for the day. Gonna have some fun.
You can explain where we're going.
You'll see when we get there.
Okay.
Like it?
Go.
Let's go then, let's go find it. Oh. How excited are you?
Hi.
You're excited, what do you think, Liam? We're going to go and plan water?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are.
So we're just leaving Danson's Park, and something just happened. I got recognised by one of you, which like blew me away. I was so shocked. And then Danny said it was bound to happen sooner or later. But yeah, so I just want to say hello to Barney, who came up to me and introduced herself and told me that she watches me, which I was like, wow. It's a little bit like overwhelming, I don't know. But yeah, we're heading home. It's only about 3:30, but by the time we go home and we have dinner, Danny's out tonight in your boat.
Yep.
He's on a bike ride with Kevin, so we need to kind of get dinner done quite early so he can head off out and enjoy his evening. So I've got the telly to myself. Yay! To myself. And you. Well, when you go to bed. Oh, something's happened. I think there's an accident or something. Oh dear. A firearm vehicle? Oh dear. So yeah, I'll catch up with you later. So it's now 8:30. Danny's out with Kevin and Liam's in bed, Ollie's in bed, Cameron's upstairs in his room. He's just having some chill out time before he goes to bed. There's no rush for him to go to bed. He's, you know, a lot older than the other two, and he's got nothing to get up for tomorrow, bless him. So yeah, I've edited my weekly meals video, and I'm just about to edit my weekly vlog video, and then I'm going to sit down and watch some telly before Danny comes home, and then we go to bed. So I do hope that you enjoyed this weekly vlog, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.